Welcome to my channel, Unleash Your English. Do you understand English in videos? But when real life starts, your mind becomes blank? In a restaurant, you cannot order confidently. At the airport, you feel nervous. In a hospital, you do not know how to explain your problem. In a store, you stay silent instead of asking clearly. Today, this video will train you for real English situations. Not textbook English, real English. Watch till the end, because the final lesson will teach you what to do when your mind goes blank. Subscribe now, and let's build your real-life English confidence together. Chapter 1. Start with simple situations. Welcome to this first lesson, my dear learner. Before we go to restaurants, airports, hospitals, stores, hotels, interviews, and real public places, we must begin from the first place where English fear starts. It starts in a very simple moment. Someone looks at you and says, "Hello, how are you?" And suddenly, your mind becomes empty. You know English. You have studied English. You have watched many videos. You have written many sentences in your notebook. But in that one small real moment, your heart beats fast. Your tongue becomes heavy. Your brain starts translating. You think, should I say I am fine? Should I say I am good? Is my pronunciation correct? What if I make a mistake? And because you think too much, you say nothing, or you only smile, or you answer with one weak word. My dear learner, this is not because you are foolish, it's not because you cannot learn English. This happens because your English is still living in your notebook. Now we must bring your English into real life. The first situation is greeting someone politely. This looks easy, but for a beginner, even a greeting can feel like a test. But listen carefully. A greeting is not an exam. A greeting is just a small door. You do not need to impress anyone. You only need to open the conversation. You can say, "Hello." You can say, "Good morning." You can say, "Good afternoon." You can say, "How are you?" And when someone asks you, "How are you?" you can answer simply, "I am fine, thank you." You can also say, "I am good, thank you." Then you can add, "And you?" This small line, "and you," is very powerful because it keeps the conversation moving. You do not need a long answer. You do not need perfect grammar. You need a simple, clear, polite answer. This is how real English begins. The second situation is asking someone to repeat. Many beginners feel ashamed when they do not understand something. They think, if I ask again, people will think my English is weak. But this is a big mistake. Strong speakers ask again. Smart speakers ask again. Even native speakers ask again when they do not hear clearly. So never feel small when you need repetition. You can say, "Sorry, can you repeat that?" You can say, "Please say that again." You can say, "Can you speak slowly, please?" You can say, "I didn't catch that." These sentences are not signs of weakness. These sentences are signs of control. When you ask someone to repeat, you are not running away from English. You are staying inside the conversation. That is real confidence. The third situation is asking for simple help. In real life, you will need help many times. You may be in a school. You may be in an office. You may be in a market. You may be in a building. You may not know where to go. At that moment, do not wait for perfect English. Use simple help sentences. Say, "Can you help me?" Say, "I need help." Say, "Where is the office?" Say, "Where is the bathroom?" Say, "Can you show me?" Say, "Can you tell me?" These sentences are short, but they are useful. Many beginners stay silent because they are trying to create a beautiful sentence in their mind. But real life does not wait for beautiful sentences. Real life needs clear sentences. If you can say, "Can you help me?" you have already started speaking real English. The fourth situation is saying, "I don't understand." This is one of the most important sentences for beginners, but many learners are afraid of it. They pretend they understand. They smile. They nod. They say yes, even when they do not understand. And then the problem becomes bigger. My dear learner, do not pretend. Pretending does not make your English strong. Honesty makes your English strong. You can say, "I don't understand." You can say, "I am learning English." You can say, "Please use simple words." You can say, "Can you explain slowly?" These sentences protect you from confusion. They also tell the other person how to help you. Remember this deeply. You are allowed to be a learner. You are allowed to ask. You are allowed to say, "I don't understand." This one sentence can save you from fear. The fifth situation is introducing yourself in simple English. Many beginners think introduction means giving a long speech. No, a simple introduction is enough. You can say, "My name is Ali." You can say, "I am from Pakistan." You can say, "I am a student." You can say, "I work in a shop." You can say, "I am learning English." You can say, "I want to improve my speaking." That is enough. You do not need to tell your whole life story. You only need to give small information clearly. And if you forget a word, do not panic. Stop. Smile. Breathe. Say, "Let me think." Then continue. This is how real speakers speak. They do not always speak perfectly. They continue. Now listen carefully, because this is the heart of this lesson. Your English journey will not begin when you become perfect. It will begin when you use the English you already have. Maybe your sentence is small. Use it. Maybe your pronunciation is not perfect. Use it. Maybe your grammar is not complete. Use it. Because the English you speak today will become stronger tomorrow. But the English you hide today will stay weak. This is the difference between learners who improve and learners who stay stuck for years. So from today, do not wait for big English. Start with small English. Greet people. Ask them to repeat. Ask for help. Say when you do not understand. Introduce yourself with confidence. These 5 situations are simple, but they are the foundation of everything. Later, when we speak in restaurants, airports, hospitals, stores, hotels, and work situations, These same simple sentences will help you again and again. You will say, "Can you repeat that?" You will say, "I need help." You will say, "Please speak slowly." You will say, "I don't understand." And every time you say these sentences, your fear will become smaller and your confidence will become stronger. My dear learner, you do not need perfect English to enter real life. You need useful English. You need honest English. You need brave English. And today, your brave English begins with one simple sentence. Say it. Repeat it. Use it. Because the moment you speak, even a little, you are no longer just a learner watching from outside. You are inside the conversation now. Chapter 2: Food and Shopping, English. My dear learner, now we are entering real life. In Lesson 1, we learned how to greet people, ask for help, ask someone to repeat, and say, "I don't understand." But now imagine this situation. You enter a restaurant. You sit at the table. The waiter comes near you with a smile and asks, "What would you like to order?" Suddenly, your English disappears. You know the word food. You know the word water. You know many sentences from your notebook. But in this moment, you feel pressure. The waiter is waiting. Other people are talking. The menu is full of words. Your mind starts translating. You think, how should I say this? Is my sentence correct? What if I say it wrong? My dear learner, this is exactly where many beginners lose confidence. But today, we will make this situation simple. In a restaurant, you do not need long English. You need polite ordering English. The most useful phrase is, "I would like." You can say, "I would like rice, please." "I would like chicken, please." "I would like a glass of water, please." You can also say, "Can I have?" For example, "Can I have the menu, please?" "Can I have some water, please?" "Can I have this dish, please?" These sentences are simple, polite, and powerful. If you do not understand the menu, do not sit silently. Ask, "What do you recommend?" Or, "Is this spicy?" Or, "What is in this dish?" These small questions give you control. You are not just pointing, you are speaking. Now think about a cafe. A cafe conversation is usually faster. The person may ask, "What can I get for you?" Or, "For here," or "Takeaway," or "Small, medium, or large." Many beginners panic because the questions come quickly. But cafe English is actually very easy when you know the pattern. You can say, "Can I have a coffee, please?" "Can I have tea, please?" "Small, please?" "No sugar, please." "Takeaway, please." "For here, please." If they ask anything else, you can say, "No, thank you." See, my dear learner, cafe English is not difficult. The difficulty is only speed. When you prepare these short answers before entering the cafe, your fear becomes smaller. Now let us go to a store. Maybe you want to buy clothes, food, medicine, a phone charger, shoes, or a notebook. Many beginners walk inside a store and feel lost. They look around, but they do not ask. They are afraid the shopkeeper will speak fast. But you can start with one simple sentence. Excuse me, I am looking for example, excuse me, I am looking for a black shirt. I am looking for a phone charger. I am looking for rice. You can also ask, do you have this? Where can I find milk? Do you have a smaller size? Do you have this in another color? These sentences help you become a real customer, not a silent person walking around with fear. Now comes the money part. Many beginners feel nervous when asking about price. They think asking about money is difficult. But the sentence is very simple. How much is this? Repeat this sentence many times. How much is this? You can also say, how much are these? If there are many things. If something is expensive, you can politely say, that is a little expensive. You can ask, is there any discount? You can ask, can I pay by card? Or, can I pay in cash? These are real-life survival sentences. You need them again and again in markets, stores, restaurants, cafes, hotels, and stations. Money English is everywhere. Now let us talk about a situation that many beginners avoid returning or changing an item. Maybe you bought a shirt and it does not fit. Maybe you bought a product and it is damaged. Maybe you ordered food and the order is wrong. Many learners stay silent because they do not want to look rude. But polite English can solve the problem. You can say, excuse me, there is a problem. I want to return this. It does not fit. It is damaged. Can I exchange it? I have the receipt. These sentences are calm. They are respectful. You are not fighting. You are explaining. This is mature English. This is confident English. So remember this deeply. Restaurants and stores are not scary places. They are practice places. Every time you order food, you are practicing English. Every time you ask the price, you are building confidence. Every time you ask, do you have this? You are training your speaking muscles. Do not wait until your English becomes perfect. Use simple English today. Say, I would like. Say, can I have? Coffee. Say, how much is this? Say, do you have this? Say, can I return this? These small sentences can change your daily life. My dear learner, your English will not grow only by watching lessons. It will grow when you use it in real places. The next time you enter a restaurant, cafe, or store, do not hide your English. Use one sentence. Just one. Because one spoken sentence in real life is more powerful than 100 silent sentences in your notebook. And when you speak in these small daily situations, you are not just buying food or shopping. You are buying confidence. You are building your voice. You are becoming the English speaker you always wanted to be. Chapter 3: Travel and Movement English. My dear learner, now imagine this situation. You are in a new city. You are standing on a busy street. Cars are moving. People are walking fast. You see signs, but you do not understand all of them. You want to go somewhere, but you are not sure which road to take. Your phone battery is low. You look around and think, I need to ask someone. But suddenly your English becomes weak. You know many words at home, but now your heart is beating fast. You are afraid that the other person will speak too quickly. You are afraid you will not understand the answer. You are afraid you will look confused. My dear learner, this is the real fear of travel English. And today, we are going to make this fear smaller. The first situation is asking for directions. This is one of the most useful English skills in the world. You do not need a long sentence. You only need a clear question. Start with, "Excuse me." This is a polite way to begin. Then ask, "Where is the bus station? Where is the airport? Where is the nearest hotel? How can I get to the market? Is it far from here? Should I go left or right?" If you are confused, you can say, "Can you show me on the map?" This sentence is very powerful because sometimes listening is difficult, but seeing the place on a map is easier. Remember this: when you ask for directions, your goal is not to speak perfect English. Your goal is to reach the right place. The second situation is taking a taxi or ride. Many beginners become nervous because they do not know how to speak to the driver. But taxi English is very simple. You can say, "Please take me to this address." If the address is on your phone, you can show it and say, "Please take me here." You can ask, "How long will it take?" You can ask, "How much will it cost?" You can say, "Can you stop here, please? Please wait for me. Can I pay by cash? Can I pay by card?" These sentences are short, but they are enough. You do not need to have a long conversation with the driver. You need to tell the destination, ask about time, ask about money, and stop at the right place. That is real travel English. Now let us talk about the airport. For many beginners, the airport feels like the most frightening place for English. There are counters, gates, passports, luggage, security, boarding passes, announcements, and immigration officers. The airport feels serious. The beginner thinks, "What if I answer wrong? What if I miss my flight? What if I do not understand the staff?" My dear learner, breathe. Airport English becomes easier when you prepare the main sentences. At check-in, you can say, "Here is my passport. I have one bag. I would like a window seat, please. What gate should I go to?" If you are confused, ask, "Where is gate number 5? Is the flight delayed? What time is boarding?" These questions are very useful. At security, you may hear short instructions like, "Put your bag here," "Remove your shoes," or "Take out your laptop." Do not panic. Watch other people. Listen for key words. If you do not understand, say, "Can you repeat that, please?" Or, "Please speak slowly." At immigration, you may be asked, "Why are you here? How long will you stay? Where will you stay?" You can answer simply, I am here for tourism. I will stay for 1 week. I will stay at a hotel. Here is my booking. See, you do not need to explain your whole life. You need short, honest answers. The fourth situation is checking into a hotel. After travel, you may feel tired. You want to rest. But first, you need to speak at reception. Again, do not make it complicated. Say, "Hello, I have a reservation. My name is. Can I check in, please?" The receptionist may ask for your passport or ID. You can say, "Here is my passport." You may ask, "What time is breakfast? What is the Wi-Fi password? What time is checkout? Can I have an extra towel? Can someone help me with my bag?" These are normal hotel sentences. They are simple, polite, and useful. The fifth situation is asking about tickets and timing. This can happen at a bus station, train station, airport, cinema, or any travel counter. Many beginners become confused because time words come fast. The person may say, "It leaves at 6:30, or platform 2, or gate 7. So train your ears for important words: time, ticket, platform, gate, seat, delay, arrival, departure. You can ask, "One ticket to Lahore, please. What time does the bus leave? Which platform? Is this seat free? Does this train go to the city center? Is it direct? Do I need to change?" If you do not understand the answer, do not feel ashamed. Ask again. Say, "Sorry, what time?" or "Which platform, please?" Short questions are very useful when you are under pressure. Now listen carefully, my dear learner. Travel English is not about speaking like a native speaker. Travel English is about solving problems. Where should I go? What time does it leave? Which gate? How much? Where is my hotel? Is this the right bus? These are the real questions of travel. If you can ask these questions, you are not helpless anymore. You may still feel nervous, but you will have words, and words give you power. So before you travel, prepare your travel sentences. Write them in your phone. Practice them loudly. Say, "Excuse me, where is?" Say, "Please take me to this address." Say, "I have a reservation." Say, "What time does it leave?" Say, "Can you repeat that, please?" These sentences are small, but in a real situation, they can save you from confusion. My dear learner, every journey becomes easier when your English gives you direction. You do not need perfect English to travel. You need brave English. You need useful English. You need clear English. The next time you are in a taxi, hotel, station, or airport, do not hide your voice. Use one simple sentence. Ask one simple question. Because when you ask, you move forward. And when you move forward, your English moves with you. Chapter 4. Health and Emergency English. My dear learner, now we are entering one of the most serious English situations in real life. This is not like ordering coffee. This is not like asking the price of a shirt. This is health English. This is hospital English. This is emergency English. And in these moments, you may not only feel nervous because of English. You may also feel weak, worried, tired, or afraid. Maybe you are sick. Maybe your child is sick. Maybe your mother or father needs help. Maybe you are standing at hospital reception, and someone asks you, "What is the problem?" Suddenly, even simple English feels difficult. Your mind becomes full of fear. You want to explain clearly, but the words do not come. My dear learner, this is why this lesson is so important. The first situation is speaking at hospital reception. When you enter a hospital or clinic, you do not need to explain everything at once. Start with simple words. You can say, "I need to see a doctor." You can say, "I have an appointment." You can say, "I don't have an appointment, but I feel very sick." You can say, "Can you help me, please?" These sentences are simple, but they are powerful. The person at reception may ask, "What is your name? What is your date of birth? Do you have insurance? What is the problem?" Do not panic. Answer slowly. Say your name clearly. Give your information clearly. If you do not understand, use the sentence we learned before. Can you repeat that? Please. Or please speak slowly. In a hospital, asking again is not shameful. It is smart and necessary. The second situation is explaining symptoms to a doctor. Many beginners become confused because they try to translate long sentences from their own language. But in medical English, short sentences are better. Use this simple formula. I have. You can say, "I have a fever." "I have a headache." "I have a cough." "I have stomach pain." "I have chest pain." "I have back pain." You can also use "I feel." Say, "I feel dizzy." "I feel weak." "I feel tired." "I feel cold." "I feel pain here." If you do not know the exact word, point to the place and say, "It hurts here." This sentence is very useful. You can point to your head, stomach, chest, throat, arm, leg, or back and say, "It hurts here." Now you must explain time. Doctors need to know how long the problem has been happening. You can say, "Since yesterday," "since morning," "for 2 days," "for 1 week," "it started last night." These small-time phrases help the doctor understand your condition better. You can also explain the level of pain. Say, "It is mild." "It is strong." "It is very painful." If the doctor asks, "Are you taking any medicine?" you can say, "Yes, I am taking this medicine," and show the medicine. If the doctor asks, "Do you have any allergies?" you can say, "Yes, I am allergic to," or "No, I don't have any allergies." These answers are very important. The third situation is buying medicine at a pharmacy. Maybe you do not need a doctor for a small problem, or maybe the doctor has given you a prescription. At the pharmacy, you can say, "I need medicine for fever." "I need medicine for cough." "I need something for stomach pain." "Do I need a prescription?" Here is my prescription. These sentences help the pharmacist understand what you need. But do not just take the medicine and leave. Ask important questions. Say, how many times should I take this? Should I take it before food or after food? How many days should I take it? Are there any side effects? Can children take this? These questions protect you. They help you use medicine correctly. The fourth situation is calling for emergency help. In an emergency, do not try to make long sentences. Short sentences are stronger. Say, please help me. Call an ambulance. There has been an accident. He is injured. She is not breathing. He is unconscious. I need emergency help. If you are on the phone, give your location clearly. Say, I am at, and say the place. If you do not know the exact address, describe what you see. Say, I am near the market. I am near the bus station. I am outside the hotel. In an emergency, clear information is more important than perfect grammar. The fifth situation is asking for medical instructions. Many beginners make a big mistake here. They listen to the doctor, nod their head, and leave without understanding everything. My dear learner, do not do that. Before you leave, ask questions. Say, can you explain again? Can you write it down? How should I take this medicine? When should I take it? What should I avoid? When should I come back? Is this serious? These sentences help you leave with clarity, not confusion. My dear learner, Health English is not about showing off. It is about getting help. It is about protecting your body. It is about protecting your family. You do not need perfect English in a hospital. You need clear English. You need honest English. You need brave English. Say the problem. Say where it hurts. Say how long it has happened. Ask how to take the medicine. Ask again when you do not understand. Remember this lesson deeply. One day, these simple sentences may help you in a serious moment. They may help you explain your pain. They may help you understand medicine. They may help someone you love. So practice them before you need them. Say them loudly. Keep them in your phone. Repeat them until they feel natural. Because when your health is important, your English must become simple, clear, and strong. Chapter 5. Work and Study English. My dear learner, now we are going into a situation where English feels more serious. Speaking in a restaurant is one kind of pressure. Speaking at the airport is another kind of pressure. But speaking in class, at work, in an interview, or in an online meeting feels different because now people may judge your intelligence. This is the pain many beginners carry quietly. You may know the answer, but you do not raise your hand. You may have a good idea, but you do not speak in the meeting. You may want to ask your teacher something, but you stay silent because you think, what if my sentence is wrong? My dear learner, this silence is not your real personality. This silence is fear wearing your face. And today, we are going to train your English voice for study and work. The first situation is speaking in class. Many learners sit in class like they are hiding. The teacher asks a question. The learner knows something, but the fear says, "Do not speak. You will make a mistake." But class is not a place for perfect people. Class is a place for learners. You can use simple sentences like, "I have a question. Can you explain again? I don't understand this part. Can you give an example? May I answer?" These sentences are small, but they make you active. When you say, "I have a question," you are not showing weakness. You are showing that your mind is awake. The second situation is talking to a teacher. Many beginners think the teacher will feel disturbed if they ask again. But a good teacher respects a student who wants to learn. You can say, "Teacher, I need help with this lesson. Can you check my answer? Can you correct my sentence? How can I improve my speaking? Can you please speak slowly?" These phrases are polite and useful. And remember this deeply. Asking for correction is not embarrassing. It is one of the fastest ways to grow. A learner who asks for correction improves faster than a learner who hides every mistake. The third situation is speaking at work. Work English can feel scary because you want to sound responsible. You do not want your boss or coworkers to think you are careless. But professional English is often very simple. You can say, "I have finished the task. I am working on it. I need more time. Can you explain this, please? I will send it today. Let me check and get back to you." These sentences are powerful because they show responsibility. You do not need long, complicated English to sound professional. You need clear sentences and a respectful tone. Sometimes at work you may not understand instructions. Do not pretend. Pretending can create bigger problems. Say, "Can you please repeat the instructions? Can you show me an example? Do you want this today or tomorrow? Should I send it by email? Who should I contact?" These questions protect you from mistakes. They also show that you care about doing the work correctly. The fourth situation is job interview English. This is where many beginners feel deep fear. They think, "My English is not perfect. How can I pass an interview?" But listen carefully. An interview is not only a grammar test. It is a confidence test, a clarity test, and an honesty test. When they say, "Tell me about yourself," you can answer simply, "My name is Ali. I have experience in customer service. I am hardworking. I learn quickly. I want to grow in this company." If they ask, "Why do you want this job?" you can say, "I want this job because I believe I can learn, work hard, and support the team." Simple English can still sound strong when your answer is honest and clear. If you do not understand an interview question, do not panic. Say, "Can you please repeat the question?" or "Can you explain the question in simple words?" This is much better than giving a wrong answer because of fear. And if you need a moment, say, "Let me think for a moment." This sentence gives you time and shows confidence. The fifth situation is an online meeting or Zoom call. Many beginners find online English harder because sound may be unclear. People may speak fast. Internet may be slow. You cannot always see body language, so you need useful online phrases. Say, "Can you hear me? I can hear you clearly. My internet is slow." Can you repeat that? I agree with you. I have one idea. Let me share my screen. Thank you for your time. These sentences help you survive online communication with confidence. My dear learner, work and study English is not about sounding perfect. It is about becoming visible. It is about raising your hand. It is about asking your teacher. It is about speaking to your boss. It is about giving one answer in an interview. It is about saying one idea in a meeting. Do not wait until your English becomes perfect. If you wait for perfect English, you may stay silent for years. So from today, prepare your professional sentences. Say them loudly. Practice them before class. Practice them before work. Practice them before interviews. Your English voice can open doors, but only if you use it. Remember this, the world cannot hear the English hidden inside your mind. The world can only hear the English you speak. And even if your sentence is simple, speak it, because one brave sentence can make you visible. And once you become visible, your confidence begins to grow. Chapter 6: Real Problems, Real Confidence. My dear learner, this is the final lesson, and this may be the most important lesson of the whole video. Because until now, we learned how to speak in simple situations, in restaurants, in stores, while traveling, at the airport, in the hospital, at work, in class, and in online meetings. But now we must talk about something deeper. We must talk about the moments when English does not go perfectly, because real life is not a textbook. Real life does not always give you easy questions. Real life does not always speak slowly. Real life does not wait until you are ready. Sometimes you make a mistake. Sometimes someone speaks too fast. Sometimes you need to complain. Sometimes you meet new people and feel shy. Sometimes your mind becomes completely blank. And in that moment, many beginners think, I cannot speak English. But my dear learner, that is not true. You can speak English. You only need to learn how to continue when the conversation becomes difficult. The first situation is when you make a mistake. This is the moment many learners fear the most. You say the wrong word. You use the wrong tense. Your pronunciation is not clear. Maybe the other person corrects you. Maybe you notice your own mistake. Suddenly you feel hot inside. Your confidence falls. You want to stop speaking. But listen carefully. A mistake is not a wall. A mistake is only a small stone on the road. You can step over it and continue. Use simple recovery sentences. Say, sorry, I mean. Say, let me say that again. Say, I made a mistake. Say, the correct word is. Say, thank you for correcting me. These sentences are powerful because they stop the fear from controlling you. When you correct yourself calmly, people respect you more. They do not think you are weak. They see that you are learning. The second situation is when someone speaks too fast. This happens all the time in real English. You are listening carefully, but the other person speaks quickly. The words join together. You catch one word, then miss three words. You smile, but inside you are confused. Many beginners pretend they understand because they feel embarrassed. But pretending is dangerous. If you pretend, the conversation becomes harder. So speak honestly. Say, "Can you speak slowly, please?" Say, "Can you repeat that?" Say, "I didn't catch that." Say, "Please use simple words." Say, "I am still learning English." These sentences are not weak. These sentences are brave. They tell the other person what you need. Remember, communication is not only your responsibility. The other person also has a responsibility to help you understand. The third situation is when you need to complain politely. This is a very important skill because many beginners stay silent even when something is wrong. In a restaurant, they receive the wrong food, but they say nothing. In a hotel, the room is not clean, but they stay quiet. In a store, the item is damaged, but they feel shy. In a taxi, the driver goes the wrong way, but they do not speak. My dear learner, being polite does not mean being silent. You can speak calmly and respectfully. Start with, "Excuse me, there is a problem." This sentence is very useful. Then explain the problem. "This is not what I ordered. This item is damaged. The room is not clean. I think this is the wrong size. Can you please check this? Can you help me solve this?" Notice the tone. You are not shouting. You are not fighting. You are explaining. This is polite confidence. The fourth situation is when you meet new people. Many learners feel nervous because they do not know how to start a conversation. They think small talk is difficult, but small talk is only simple human connection. You do not need deep English at the beginning. You can say, "Hi, nice to meet you. My name is." "Where are you from? What do you do? How long have you been here? Do you like this place?" If someone answers, show interest. Say, "That sounds interesting." "Really? That's nice. Tell me more." These small responses keep the conversation alive. Many beginners only prepare answers, but they forget to prepare reactions. A good conversation is not only speaking, it is listening, reacting, and asking another simple question. The fifth situation is when your mind goes blank. This is the deepest fear. You know the sentence at home. You practice it in your room. You say it perfectly when you are alone. But when someone stands in front of you, everything disappears. Your mouth becomes dry. Your heart beats fast. You feel embarrassed before you even speak. My dear learner, this is not because you are bad at English. This is pressure. Your brain is trying to protect you from embarrassment, so it freezes. The solution is not to hate yourself. The solution is to give yourself time. Say, "Give me a moment." Say, "Let me think." Say, "I know the word, but I forgot it." Say, "Can I explain it in simple words?" Say, "How can I say this?" These sentences are like a bridge. They help you move from silence back to speaking. Now listen to this very deeply. The goal of English speaking is not to be perfect every second. The goal is to stay in the conversation. If you forget a word, describe it. If you make a mistake, correct it. If someone speaks fast, ask them to slow down. If you do not understand, say it clearly. If you feel nervous, breathe and continue. This is real fluency. Real fluency is not speaking without fear. Real fluency is speaking even when fear is standing beside you. Many learners think confidence comes first, and speaking comes later. But actually, speaking comes first, and confidence comes later. You speak one sentence, and confidence grows a little. You ask one question, and confidence grows again. You correct one mistake, and confidence becomes stronger. You complain politely one time, and you realize, I can handle real English. This is how your English voice becomes powerful. So, my dear learner, after all these lessons, remember this simple truth. You can use English in real life. You can greet someone. You can order food. You can ask the price. You can travel. You can speak at the airport. You can explain symptoms to a doctor. You can speak in class. You can talk at work. You can survive mistakes. You can ask people to repeat. You can continue when your mind goes blank. You are not helpless. You are learning. And every time you speak, you become stronger. Now I want you to do something. Write in the comments, I will speak English in real life. This one sentence will remind your brain that you are not only watching this video, you are making a decision. Also tell me which situation is most difficult for you. Restaurant, airport, hospital, store, work, class, or meeting new people. I want to know your real problem so I can make more lessons for you. If this video helped you, like the video, share it with another English learner, and subscribe to Unleash Your English. Because here, we do not just study English. We build the courage to use English in real life.